This year's annual report focuses on improving the health of children using schools as a setting. The reason we've chosen to use schools as a setting is that it's a way of reaching all of our children in one go. And we believe that if we offer effective interventions to all of our children, it's also a way of reducing inequalities. We have evidence that the health of our children is jeopardised at a very early age. We know that our kids are leaving school more overweight than the England average. We know that we've got issues with emotional health and well-being. And that all impacts on a child's health at that particular time. We're seeing an increase in childhood diabetes rates, and if that's how they're starting off their life, it doesn't bode well for their adult life, and we can change that.
Especially our school, high school, they had like this horrible gym and literally only had, what did they have, like a bike, like a proper bike instead of like the gym bike.
Yeah, right.
It was
Does it
like,
encourage people to be active?
I don't exercise. I go to the gym, but to be honest, currently with education, it's just I haven't got time.
Eating healthy and doing sports makes me healthier than other people, and I can concentrate more on my work than they do because they just talk a lot. Then I'm just getting down doing my work.
We are running the Sandwell Active Schools project. It's one element of the health improvement programme that we're delivering from public health to primary schools. All 99 primary schools were invited to participate in the project, and it was a means of engaging with primary schools and letting them know that they're not on their own delivering the agenda of physical activity and sport.
So the Sandwell Active Schools project, we're basically trying to get every school in Sandwell involved so they can take part in this project, where they take part in doing the activity challenge. With the activity challenge, it can monitor and progress each child's physical activities in every school, and obviously the progression over time. What we're trying to do now is get into every school to help them do the first activity challenge, and then we'll show them the Healthy Active School system and how to do the challenge how we did today.
I mean, we're still in the middle of the project. It's still very exciting. The outcomes for me are we've got a very high level of engagement from primary schools. We have 99 primary schools, as I've said. We've had around 85 schools engaged now with the project, all on variant levels. However, we have had about 85 schools that are interested. We've had over 150 staff trained. That's from PE coordinators to lunchtime supervisors to general teaching staff around physical activity and how to deliver meaningful physical activity. We've had lots of activity challenges done, lots of children's levels of physical literacy recorded. So we're really starting to get a rich picture in Sandwell of where our children are with regards to their physical activity levels and their physical development.
So I'd be the only one eating the vegetables, and then my just the next to me would be like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm eating my vegetables. Why aren't you?" And he's like, "'Cause I don't like them." So you're not healthy. That proves why I'm faster than you.
Well, we like to go to our local PFC on the West Bromwich High Street. Yeah. Other than that, we tend to go to dessert shops and stuff. Quite a lot. That's always a new big thing as well. But then when it comes to the healthy eating with our school, they try and say that it's a healthy school, but then they end up serving stuff like chocolate muffins and chips and pizza.
Quite a lot of fatty food.
Definitely.
So public health has to work at a population level, and in order to do that, we recognise, for example, that there are national school food standards that are mandatory. So working with school meal providers to look at reducing sugar, we will be considering those strategic aims at the same time working with individual schools and also with community groups that are linked to those schools.
We started looking at thinking about healthy attitudes, healthy living, healthy lifestyles. We then got children involved in our Change for Life clubs. We've got parents that came in to support their children in the Change for Life clubs. We done sugar swaps, we done smoothie bags, loads of healthy initiatives that changed attitudes and changed lifestyles, and is continuing to do that. If you're asking where we started off to where we are going, it's absolutely brilliant, the changes that we've done in the school.
Having a healthy lifestyle is kind of life-changing, because some adults today have been smoking, and when you do healthy lifestyle, you can not have a shorter life expectancy, but you can have a longer life and just live it to be fit and eat vegetables.
Sandwell can be very proud of the work that is happening in the local community, and I think really to see what we're seeing in public health, the learning and the enthusiasm and the generation of ideas, this is the type of social innovation that will lead to healthier lifestyles and healthy life expectancy for the younger generation.
What I like about school is how you've got friends, and if you've been with the class for a long time, it's like a family. So you could talk to, even if it's a person you don't really talk to, you can talk to them and just, get along with them and just live happily.
The amount of work we get, and then it's the pressure as well for the exams.
Definitely the expectations.
Yeah.
Because the teachers are always telling us you have to have 8 hours of sleep, you need to have a job, you need to be doing all your work, getting A's.
And
but then you can't just manage that
and
all at once.
It's not a win-win situation either. Like today you got told that you should be staying awake, doing your own work and getting your coursework finished. But at the same time, teachers are telling us make sure you get a good sleep.
It's just not possible.
It's just never possible.
It's actually when I'm no one wants to play with me, and when I am lonely.
As part of our wellbeing curriculum that we wanted to introduce, inclusion support delivered training called Health in Mind Happy Me, where schools are invited to go along and talk about what they think would be really important in the curriculum or what activities would be included. So it was really everybody working together, which was great. And following that training, the package was then handed to schools to then go and experiment and deliver and implement and it was really good because they offered that flexibility. It wasn't prescribed, you have to do it this certain way. It was how it would fit each school. So following that, we then delivered training to our staff, which then we implemented and rolled out the curriculum. I would really recommend the wellbeing curriculum to all of the schools because it really has changed the ethos of our school. Our parents know what we're delivering, the children know what our ethos is, and the teachers, it's easy for the teachers to roll out. It's all given to them. There's no extra hard work, so it's wellbeing for the staff as well. And it's just really elevated for us the importance of promoting positive wellbeing to our children, which I think every school, that's got to be the bread and butter of any school.
We are the future of Sandwell, and we're not old yet, so we're still young, and we're getting older, and we're gonna have kids soon, and we want it to be better for our kids. Even though it hasn't been perfect for us, we want it to be better for our kids.
If we are successful in addressing the challenges that we face, by 2030 we will have a borough that is good for children to flourish in, that attracts families and young people, that young people want to stay and live their adult lives in. Too many of our kids say that they will leave Sandwell when they finish school. We want people to stay and continue to contribute in Sandwell.
Our public health priorities for children in Sandwell is to ensure that childhood obesity is one of our clear priorities, to actually see children being more physically active, eating well. Child's well-being actually impacts their educational attainment, so our aspiration really is to see every child in Sandwell thrive. Sandwell's priority is its children. If we work with children early on, then actually we set them up for adulthood in terms of being able to make healthy life choices around physical activity, around food. My aspiration for children and young people in Sandwell is that we become a child-friendly city. So we champion children at every place, so that children, when they look back, will feel proud to have lived here and grown up in Sandwell, and ensure that their children also stay here and live and grow and achieve well.